Hey there, this is Eric Louvier. I'm going to kind of go through this a little bit fast, but this is going to be a couple of videos on how to create squeeze pages. So let's just get started. First of all, what is a squeeze page? Well, a squeeze page is a lead capture page. This is a page that squeezes people into opting into your list, your autoresponder list. So this is where people enter their name and email address to go onto your captured list of subscribers. And a squeeze page is just a page that's usually, a short sales page that's just above the fold, which means you can't scroll down. It's just all right there. It's quick, it's to the point, it's short and sweet, and it offers some kind of bribe. It offers some kind of free report or something that they get for free in order for opting in by entering their name and email address. So why do you need to know how to make squeeze pages? Because it's one of the biggest, most important pieces of the entire pie when it comes to making money online. The money is certainly in the list, and a squeeze page is where you build that list. This is one of the techniques that works like a charm. So it's important to understand how to make squeeze pages. And just like everything else, it's only difficult at first. Once you know how to create squeeze pages, it's easy. And it gets easier and easier and easier. It's just one of those things that until you figure out how to make that first squeeze page, it just seems difficult. But once you do it a couple of times, it's really pretty easy to do. Okay, this isn't really hard, because if it was, then not everyone would be out there creating squeeze pages, right? It is pretty easy to create squeeze pages. You only really have three choices when it comes to creating squeeze pages. You can figure out how to make squeeze pages yourself, which is the one I recommend. You can pay someone to make squeeze pages for you, which is fine. I would recommend that you learn how to do it yourself, and then you can pay someone to create squeeze pages for you after that to save time. Or you can partner with someone who can make the squeeze pages for you. Those are really the only three choices that I could think of what it takes in order to create squeeze pages. So I think it's easy enough the technology is easy enough nowadays to where anyone can create squeeze pages themselves. You don't really need to know HTML and all that. So I think it's easy enough now that you should go ahead and choose number one, which is figure out how to make squeeze pages yourself. But you basically have to pick one of the above. So which one is it going to be? Are you going to learn how to do it yourself? If that's the choice you choose, then bust through it and focus on it until you know how to do it. If you're going to choose number two, then go ahead and start looking for places where you could pay someone to create squeeze pages for you. Places like the Warrior Forum or elance.com, guru.com, places like that where you can find someone, fiverr.com, to find people to create the squeeze pages for you. So it's easy enough to learn it yourself now, though. So with technology, you could use technology like MemberSnap, which is my program, or OptimizePress, which is not my program, but is one I've used to craft squeeze pages. And there's others out there, but these are the two ones I recommend. Both are simple, easy to use, and all you have to do is buy one of the programs and dive in. So that's one way to do it. You could also learn HTML if you wanted to, or use an editor like Dreamweaver, FrontPage, Excite Pro, places like that, Composer. It starts with a K, composer.com. Those are, WYSIWYGs. What you see is what you get. Editors, and you don't really need to know HTML. Dreamweaver is the best one out there as far as I'm concerned. So you could learn that too. You could go to a place like lynda.com, lynda.com, and learn all about Dreamweaver and buy that program. Probably learn it in a weekend or so and be able to create squeeze pages and sales letters quite easily. Or you could use a site like OptimizePress, which comes with templates and very simple point and click, fill in the blank type stuff to create your own squeeze pages. The technical side of this is easy. I mean, once you've done it a few times, it's easy and you'll have it mastered. I'm not going to get into like all the details of the technical side of this on this video. You could go through the tutorials at either MemberSnap or OptimizePress.com for those tutorials, or you could get Dreamweaver and go to lynda.com and go through the tutorials there to learn how to use it and create squeeze pages. But it's all there. If whatever, this would take me forever to create my own tutorials on how to use OptimizePress and all that. When it's already done, and they'll do a better job of teaching you how to use their technology than I could. So if I had to pick one for you right now, I'd pick OptimizePress. Go to OptimizePress and pay for it and go through the tutorials, and you'll be able to create squeeze pages very quickly. Copywriting. Now this is the next part of squeeze pages, but this is the absolute key to a successful squeeze page is the copywriting or the sales copy on the page. How compelling is the offer on the squeeze page and how well is it presented? So the offer is what it is that you're solving. It's your unique selling proposition. It's what they get by entering their name and email. It's the thing that's the most attractive about your offer. So you want to create a compelling, attractive offer on the squeeze page, and you want to present it well enough that people opt in at a high clip. So you have a high conversion percentage. Most newbie marketers just toss up any old copy that they wrote in like 5 minutes and call it a day. And I like going for speed, and I'll teach my clients, go for speed. You need to go for speed. Speed, speed, speed. Money loves speeds. And I teach my students to go for speed. But that does not mean leave the crappy copy up there forever. It just means get it done fast so you can get through all the steps. Then go back and make each step compelling. So the squeeze page has to eventually be compelling enough to where people opt in at a high conversion percentage. So what I tell people to do is just toss it up there, and then I can help critique it and stuff like that to get it better. But all in all, you want to eventually get that squeeze page to where it's really compelling. So I want you to remember that this is a process. It's a journey. It's not something that's just an event. You know, it's not like you snap your fingers and you're done. It's not like you create the squeeze page once and you're done forever. I mean, you got to keep tweaking it, as you'll see in a minute when we talk about that. But this is a process, and you want to continue to make it better and better and better. Make the copywriting better and better and better. Split test it, get opinions, get critiques on your copywriting. This is a really big part. Even if you were to pay somebody to create the sales copy for you on the squeeze page, you're still going to need to continually tweak it to make it better and better and better yourself. So you might as well learn how to create the squeeze pages yourself and learn a little bit about copywriting. Now here's one of my squeeze pages. As you can see, it's all this is a snapshot of it, but you can't scroll down because it's all fits onto your monitor. There's nowhere to scroll down. There's nothing down here to scroll down on. So in this squeeze page, I paid somebody to design it. I wrote the copy, you know, all this, the headline, the subheadline, the bullet points, the PSs, the call to action right here. I wrote all that, and I gave it to a designer to design the page, to make the graphics and everything look cool. He put my picture in there, and he made this little banner thingy, and made this look cool and all that. But I paid someone to do that, and I didn't pay very much. I think it was like $100 or something to do all this for me. Now, I could have easily just did the copy myself and put up the squeeze page myself, but it wouldn't have looked as nice as this does. I did that because I wanted to split test because sorry about that. Let's get this off of here. I wanted to split test to see if the graphics would out-convert, and they actually ended up out-converting just the normal, you know, bland copy that I had on the page without any really nice graphics. But I want to, in a minute, what we're going to do, maybe in the next video, is we're going to dissect this page a little bit more and kind of cover what all this is and why it works well. But this converts really well. It's a disclosure journal, and it's just, you know, a report that I'm giving away for free. Conversions are important. Copywriting, the design of the page, the domain name, the avenue of where you're getting the traffic from, the offer, which we'll talk about more later, the colors, the headline, the PSs, all of that must be tweaked, tested, tracked for optimal conversions. You want to get your squeeze page opt-in rate as high as you can. I mean, I'm talking about conversions as high as possible, 35, 40%, even 50% of the traffic that you get to opt into your list. So all the traffic, so if you get 100 people that visit your squeeze page, visitors, you want to try to get 40 or 50 of them to opt in, or 40 or 50%. This is a process. Again, it's a process. It's not a single event. Here's another one of my squeeze pages. You can't see the video because this is a video squeeze page. For some reason, it didn't take the snapshot of me, but this is a video of me talking to my webcam on my computer with headphones on, basically selling them on entering their name and email to get this blueprint that I'm giving to them for free. Now this is a little bit different of a squeeze page because it's a video squeeze page. You don't have to do a video squeeze page. But this is one I did to see if I could get the conversions up. And this one's converting right around 40%. So this one's doing pretty good. And we'll dissect this one later on as well. Now here's another squeeze page. This one isn't mine. But this is one that I took a snapshot of and put in my swipe folder because I thought it was really interesting. Supposedly, this one's getting really good conversions. Notice it only says email address. They don't have to enter their name. Why? Because we have found that a lot of times if you just put email address, the conversions can be higher because people don't want to give their name. So that helps increase conversions. But this is a simple squeeze page that tends to get pretty good conversions. Here's one that's more graphic based here. This is a squeeze page. See how it's all above the fold? Short, sweet, to the point. Here's the headline. Do you need better squeeze pages? Wow, that's what we're talking about. Internet marketing basics with landing page examples. Look inside. Here's the bullet points here. If this was my squeeze page, I'd probably want to take this box and make it darker so these bullet points stand out because it's a little hard to read. You want your copy to stand out. But this looks really good. Now, you may find that the graphics don't convert as well as just normal copy. It all has to be tested. Nobody knows. I guess this can be found at highconvertingwebsites.com. Here's another one I thought looked really good. realwritingjobs.com. But the graphics got this girl here, the bullet points. So this is one that sometimes graphics can out-convert just normal copy. Sometimes they don't. It has to be tested. But this is another good example of a squeeze page that I saved because I thought it was done really well. So here's how I create squeeze pages. First, I focus my brain on the offer. That's the most important part to me of a squeeze page is what's the offer? What do they get? So what is it I'm going to give away for free to get people to opt in is the question. I try and think of something creative, something unique, something I believe the market wants and the market values. Okay? So I try and think of something personal to me, but also something most want and will find valuable. Let me explain. For example, I might say, here's my top 10 breakthrough moments that helped me build $1 million online business. Now that has a little bit of personal touch to it because it's talking about me. Here's my top 10 breakthrough moments. It's talking about how I've built $1 million online business. So that's being a little bit unique. I thought this up, being a little creative. My top 10 breakthrough moments sounds fun and interesting. And it sounds lucrative because I've been able to generate $1 million business. So that would be my offer. My offer is by entering your name and email and opting in, you get my top 10 breakthrough moments that helped me build $1 million online business. Is that valuable? Well, hopefully it's valuable enough that 40% of the people that see it opt in into their name and email, which is the key. So that is personal to me, but valuable to others, and they will view that as a must-have, hopefully. So I think of the offer first. That's the first thing I think of on the squeeze page. I put myself in the customer's shoes, or the market's shoes, or the visitor's shoes, and I think like them. This is where you have to know your market. Know your market well. What do they want? What do they love? What do they hate? What do they need? What do they value? What do they believe in? What do they follow? Who do they follow and why? What do they resonate with, etc.? And a lot of times you are your market. So off the top of my head, here's a little bit about this market, the internet marketing market. So this market, the internet marketing market, the make money online market, I know the market very well. And let me tell you a little bit off the top of my head. Ready? Here we go. Let's see. This market bounces around from one thing to the next. They buy so many different products and offers that they're never making any money because they never stick to one thing. So they get frustrated with information overload. They get derailed by getting distracted. They derail themselves by information paralysis, right? What's the over-analysis paralysis or something like that? They get frustrated because they cannot connect all the dots. They're all over the place trying to figure it out themselves. They're buying lots of cheap products and trying to connect the dots themselves. Most people in this business have been in this business for years, 2, 3 years, and they still haven't made any money online. Most people in this market do not have a squeeze page. Most don't have a squeeze page, and most don't know how to create a squeeze page. Hence why I'm creating this video right now. Most people in this market don't have a membership site. They don't have content. They have never created their own digital product. Most people are looking for easy money. Quick, easy, quick fix money. They just need a quick fix. Bills are getting tight. Houses payments are behind. Money is tight. Financial situation is tight. So they need a quick fix. Right? That's what people want. Another thing they want is they want the real answers. They think the gurus are giving them a bunch of crap and BS instead of giving them real answers. What else? They want a magic formula. They think that there's this magic formula where they just click a few buttons and money spits out. Most people don't want to work. Even though they say they're willing to work hard, they don't want to work. Most people are scared to do a lot of stuff. They don't want to create their own products. They don't want to use their own name. They don't want to talk on video. They don't want to talk on audios. They don't want to use a picture of themselves. They don't want to put themselves out there. So I can go on and on and on and on and on for hours talking about this market. I know the market well. They think they can't get traffic. They think they can't learn copywriting, that takes some kind of gift. They think that they aren't ready to make money online because they're not an expert at anything. There's just a ton of things. They think that they can't make money because they're not technical. They use the excuse of being a newbie to prevent them from taking action. I could go on forever. I know this market well. I live here. I know the market. I live in this market. I sleep in this market. I breathe this market. I eat the market. I live in this market. So I know the market like the back of my hand. I know it that well. Again, it's a process. I didn't know the market overnight. I had to pay attention, study to learn the market. The weight loss market's the same way. What do they hate? What do they love? What are their frustrations? What are the thoughts going on in their minds right now? Let me do the weight loss market off the top of my head. The weight loss market feels this way, and I know because I want to lose some more weight. I don't have time to exercise. I'm busy. I don't like exercising. I don't like dieting. I enjoy food too much. I don't like beating myself up to lose weight. There's got to be an easy way. Is there some pill I can take that doesn't make me feel jittery? It just goes on and on, right? That's the weight loss market. That's what they think. Fitness, dating, the trading market, the forex market, the golf market, the real estate investing market, the multi-level marketing market, the offline market, all of them feel the same way. They have the same desires and wants and needs and frustrations, and you just got to tap into those things. For example, you are your market, so what would make you opt in? So if you're going after the dating market, you are your market, right? That's why you're interested in the dating market. So if that's the case, what would make you want to opt in? Or if you're in the golf market, what would make you enter your name and email to get something for free? What would you find valuable yourself? Craft your offer. What's the big promise? The big promise that you're giving them. The big solution that you're solving. What's the unique selling proposition that you're providing? What's the one main problem that your free report solves? So here's an example. Here's a headline example. Here's a quick method for blank. So here it is, kind of spelled out more. Here's a quick method for dropping 15 pounds this month without dieting. You see, I said, people that want to lose weight, they don't like dieting, they want a quick fix, that appeals to them without dieting. So what's the unique selling proposition? How to lose weight without dying. What's the big promise? Without dying, without dieting. Kind of same thing. What's the big promise? The big promise is, here's how to drop 15 pounds this month without dieting. You see, what's the main problem? They need to lose weight. They don't like dieting. What does this report solve? How to lose weight without dieting. Here's another one. Here's a quick method for getting the fat off your problem area. Thighs, belly, butt, etc. What's the unique selling proposition? We're talking about just getting the fat off the problem area. What's the big promise? How to get the fat off your thighs or belly or whatever your problem area is. What does it solve? What's the problem that it solves? Well, I can't get fat off my butt, or I can't get fat off my thighs. I lose weight everywhere but there. You see? It's a unique selling proposition. It solves a problem. It's creative, and it works. That's your big promise. That's your offer. Okay? That's the offer. All right, so here's another one. Here's a quick method for getting free traffic that has worked for me for 6 years now. So you could do the same thing. What's the big promise? What's the USP? What's the problem that it solves? So what is your offer? Here's a tip. Look at offers that are for sale out there. So look for products that are for sale, and then look at those offers, right? Find those sales pages or those offers out there on the market that are for sale and swipe one of those to use as your free offer. I love this technique. I do it all the time. You could go to ClickBank or Amazon or even the Dummies site, for example, dummies.com, and you could, let's look at, this is ClickBank right here. So I just clicked on one of the categories, something of making money. And what I would do is look at these products and ask myself, what's the big promise? What's the unique selling proposition? What problem does each one of these solve? Like this one is obviously traffic, right? Software. So it tries to solve that problem. This has something to do with, I don't know what this has to do with. So you have to click to find out. Another one on traffic. So this is solving a hot problem, which is traffic. Okay, so here's Amazon. I clicked on one of the diet weight loss categories, books, and here's a bunch of books on weight loss, right? So here's a low-carb breakfast recipes, everything food allergy cookbook, vegetarian dinners. Let's see, 30 daily weight loss tips, how to cook for a diabetic. So these are all good niches within niches, good unique selling propositions, ideas, herbal supplements in the brain. You would look through these to find, oh, here's one. Eat what you love what you eat. Eating mindfully, how to eat mindless something or another. So you would look at these products, wheat belly, lose the wheat, lose the belly. See, there's a unique selling proposition. And then here's a Dummies site, and as you can see, I wanted to capture some of the categories here. I recommend you go over to this website, just type in Dummies on Google, or it's dummies.com or something like that, and just look at some of these books. Some of them you could look inside the book and look at the table of contents. This is a gold mine for finding ideas. Gold mine for finding ideas. So what I would do is find like a product, let's see, how to create a monthly budget, using coupon codes to save money, how to solve financial shortfalls. So I might click on one of these and see, okay, this one's for sale. Maybe I could even buy this product. It's for sale, and learn from this, take some of the tips out of it, learn it, rewrite it in my own words, create my own short report on how to solve financial shortfalls, and create a squeeze page around it. So this is a product for sale. So obviously if it's for sale, then people are buying this. Maybe I should just take this product and create my own product on this idea, and then give it away for free though to build a list. So there's ideas everywhere. And here's my tip: go for speed, don't go for perfection. Go for speed. You have the rest of your life to make it perfect later. Go for speed now. Money loves speed. That's a saying I say often. Money loves speed. So go for speed, not for perfection. Just get the squeeze page up, get it done, and then go back later on and try to make it better and better and better over time. Because once you see that it's up and live and it's online, that just does a world of good for you. So figure out what your offer is going to be, create it, and create the squeeze page that offers it, that sells it or gives it away for free in exchange for opt-ins, the emails. So I like to figure out what my offer is going to be first. Then I create my squeeze page, or create the product I'm going to give away for free, or buy a PLR product I'm going to give away for free, create the squeeze page around it that offers it in exchange for opt-ins. So just find ideas. After looking at the sites and looking for products that are for sale, I could get quick, good ideas for products to give away for free. I just look at the products that are for sale, and those give me the ideas of products I could create for free. I could even buy one of those products that's for sale, then learn from it and write my own report quickly or quite easily in my own words. I could even buy a product from my ghostwriter. and give it to a ghostwriter and have that ghostwriter create a report. Just tell the ghostwriter, don't copy the report, learn from it, use it as a reference, and write it in your own words. Because once you learn something, you own it. You learned it, you can write in your own words. You can teach what you learned. That's perfectly fine. Just don't copy or plagiarize what they wrote. Next, what we're going to talk about in the next video is we're going to talk about the anatomy of a well-crafted squeeze page. We're going to talk about the copywriting, the headlines, the design, and all of that. So we'll see you on the next video.